Yeah, man.
I am Mikel Marvin Samuels. Watch me cook chicken barbecue stew, aka barbecue stewed chicken. Get 1 teaspoon basil flakes, 1 teaspoon rosemary flakes. You could use dried or fresh herbs. 1 teaspoon marjoram flakes, 1 teaspoon parsley flakes, 2 to 3 garlic cloves, springtime, 1 small between a medium-sized onion, 1 stalk scallion, 1/4 inch piece ginger with skin, optional, 2 or 3 dried pimento berries, 1/4 teaspoon distilled white vinegar. You could use any flavored vinegar. 1 teaspoon salt. I am using sea salt. 1 pound between 2 pounds chicken parts. 1 cup water, 2 tablespoons barbecue sauce, 1/4 cup cooking oil. I am using coconut oil. Teaspoon between 1 tablespoon sugar, or you could use honey instead. Visit JamaicanDinners.com, JamaicanCookings.com. Get a coffee grinder, measure and then gather herbal. Add teaspoon basil flakes, teaspoon rosemary flakes, teaspoon parsley flakes, teaspoon marjoram flakes. Add herbal flakes into the coffee grinder. Grind herbal flakes to herbal powder for 40 seconds. Wipe out herbal powder with your finger. If you don't have a coffee grinder, you could put the dried herbal flakes in the palm of your hand and then use your fingers to grind it to herbal powder. Somewhat like how we grind weed. If you're unsure, do it like me. This is herbal powder. Next, wash vegetable seasonings clean. Get a small bowl. Add enough water. Sprinkle several drops of distilled white vinegar in the water. Use your fingers. Rub the thyme's leaves clean. And then give it a final rinse with fresh water. This is demonstration. It's best if you do this part under fresh running water. I washed and cleaned the scallion before I freezed it. If you're using fresh scallion, rip off the dying leaves. Chop the tip of the leaf that's dying. Chop the scallion's root end and then use your fingers to wash scallion clean. Rinse it. Peel the garlic cloves. Trim spoilage and then grind garlic cloves to puree or mash it to pulp. Put vegetable seasonings one place. I am using this plate. Put herbal powder on the plate. Put mashed garlic on the plate. Put the springtime on the plate. Peel onion. I like to cut the onion in half. It's easier to handle. Remember now, remove just the brown leaf. The first layer of the onion is the strongest. Slice or dice onion fine. Put diced or sliced onions on the plate. Use a sharp knife or a food scissors. Chop scallion fine. Put diced scallion on the plate. Put 2 or 3 dried pimento berries on the plate. Keep seasonings separate. Measure 1 teaspoon salt and then put it on a plate. You could use 1/4 between half teaspoon salt more. This is the prepared vegetable seasonings. Cover it and then put it aside. Go to the next step. Clean and prepare the chicken for cooking. Ensure chicken is defrosted. When the chicken is defrosted, put chicken into a bowl. Pour enough water in the bowl. Now use a knife. Clean the chicken properly. If the tip of the chicken's wing is rotten or it has a freeze bite, some people do not cook the tip of the wing. They will just chop off this piece. You could do like me and just chop it. Look Look on the chicken's wing. Ensure it is cleaned properly. If using the chicken's thigh, use your fingers to go between the chicken's bone. Remove clot blood. Chop off the chicken's butt and clean that area good. I like to use the knife to rub the chicken's skin clean. The chicken's thigh, in my opinion, needs to be cleaned properly. Go between the chicken's thigh. Trim fat. It's mostly fat that is on and in the chicken's thigh. Remove it, but not too much. Just remove the excess fat. Remove anything that is not chicken's flesh. You must ensure the chicken is cleaned properly. When you cleaned the chicken properly, throw off this dirty chicken water and then pour fresh water on it. Squeeze 1 lime juice on the chicken or sprinkle several drops of distilled white vinegar on the chicken. You could use both. Or if you don't have lime, you could use the vinegar. Or if you don't have vinegar, you could use just lime juice. Now use your fingers. Rub the chicken's parts clean. Throw off this rinsed water and then give chicken a final rinse with fresh water. Put the chicken into a colander. Allow it to drain. Ensure water is not in the bowl. If you're in a hurry, do like me. Put the cleaned chicken parts between your palm and then squeeze it to remove excess water. If you're unsure, do it like me. Put the clean, dried chicken parts into the bowl. This is cleaned chicken's parts. Go to the next step. Sprinkle the herbal powder on the cleaned chicken's parts. Sprinkle half of the salt on the chicken. Use your fingers. Rub seasonings on chicken evenly. If you do not want to touch the chicken, you could use a cooking spoon instead or use food gloves instead. You could add the scallion, onion, garlic on the chicken. Cover it and then put it in the refrigerator. Allow it to marinate at least 2 hours. 24 hours or overnight is best. However, if you're in a hurry, you could do like me. Add vegetable seasonings while cooking. Put a medium-sized saucepan or stew pot to heat. Turn the stove's flame gauge on 4 medium-low. If inside of the pan is wet, dry it with paper towel. Measure 1/4 cup cooking oil. I am using coconut oil, and then add it into the pan / stew pot. Allow the oil to get hot for a few seconds. If you add marinade chicken with vegetable seasonings, use a fork. Flick off the vegetable seasonings that is on the chicken before you fry it. Allow the chicken to fry golden on each side before you flip it. The chicken in the pan might touch, but keep the chicken's parts apart. The stove's gauge is on 4 medium-low. Allow. After 6 minutes and you did not move the chicken that is frying, use a cooking fork. Flip chicken part on the other side and then allow it to fry golden on the other side as well. The chicken must be golden, such as this. The stove's gauge is on 4 medium-low. Allow frying. Put 1 cup water near. Measure 1/4 teaspoon distilled white vinegar. I am using cider vinegar. You could use any flavored vinegar. Put the vinegar in the water so that we won't forget it. After 6 minutes more, a total of 12 minutes since the chicken is frying, remove half cooking oil. A safe way to do this is tilt the pan on one side and then use a cooking spoon to remove half of the cooking oil. Add diced or sliced onion in the heating oil. Use the cooking spoon, shuffle the onion in the oil. Allow it to saute between 40 seconds. Add diced or chopped scallion. Shuffle the scallion in the cooking oil. Do not add the dried pimento berries in the heating oil. It might burst and hurt you. Allow the scallion to saute between 30 seconds. Add mashed garlic. Shuffle the garlic in the cooking oil. Allow it to saute 20 seconds. This will add additional flavors not in a bottle. After you add the diced vegetable seasonings, now is the best time to add dried pimento berries. Add the dried pimento berries into the pan along with the remaining salt and herbal powdered seasonings. If you don't want to use powdered seasonings, you could use 1 teaspoon or a little bit more all-purpose powdered seasonings instead. You could pour the cup water into the bowl where the chicken was, rinse out seasonings that might in the bowl, and then pour that water on the chicken. Use the pan's lid. Cover it fully. Stove gauge is on 4, medium-low. Allow. After 8 minutes, measure and add 2 tablespoons barbecue sauce. Note, this is not barbecue chicken. This is chicken barbecue stew, aka barbecue stewed chicken. Use a cooking spoon, stir it. Use the pan's lid, cover it, allow. Stove gauge is on 4, medium-low, allow. I can smell the aroma of the barbecue stewed chicken. You could do a non-spoon stir like me. Just lift the pan off the heat and then swirl it. This is a non-spoon stir. Use the pan's lid, cover it. Stove gauge is still on 4, medium-low, allow. After between 3 minutes more, a total of 10 between 11 minutes, 13 between 15 minutes stewing. Use a cooking spoon, stir it. This is it. The gravy is thick, just right. When the stew starts to stick to the pan's bottom / stew pot bottom, that's a sign to say it's ready. It's finished. Turn off stove's flame. The aroma is awesome. Use the pan's lid, cover it until serving. I wish you could be in the kitchen to smell it. Before serving, use a cooking spoon, moist up the meat, moist up the chicken, stir it, and then take a scoop of this delicious chicken barbecue stew, aka barbecue stewed chicken. I am putting it on 3 dumplings on a plate. This is chicken barbecue stew / barbecue stewed chicken, aka barbecue stewed chicken. Visit JamaicanDinners.com, JamaicanCookings.com. You should try making this chicken barbecue stew yourself. I know you will love it. Come back, leave a comment to let us know. This chicken barbecue stew tastes like stewed chicken, but with a barbecue flavor. It's interesting. 2 between 3 tablespoons is sufficient for me. Nevertheless, you could add more barbecue sauce. This is not barbecue chicken, it's chicken barbecue stew, aka barbecue stewed chicken. You should try cooking this chicken barbecue stew yourself. You will enjoy eating it. When you rinse the chicken with lime juice and then rinse it with some water, that will add a 5% tangy flavor to the meal. The flavor of this chicken barbecue stew is delicious. The sauce or the gravy tastes just like barbecue sauce. If you want a stronger barbecue flavor, add 1 between 2 tablespoons barbecue sauce more. Nevertheless, this is a tasty chicken barbecue stew. Try it and let us know how it was for you. By cooking with herbs/herbal, you will have the best experience eating this chicken barbecue stew, aka barbecue stewed chicken. The food will digest better and your organs will show you appreciation for feeding them well. Until next time, Megan, walk good.